Vet sees dog's belly growing. When you look inside, you get scared. This woman got worried when she noticed that her little dog's belly was growing too much. But when the vet looked inside, he got scared. What could it be in that little dog's belly? What made the vet so scared? Leave your like and let's go to the video. Dogs are amazing and the most loyal in the animal kingdom. That's why they earn the reputation of man's best friend. Very fair, right? There's a dog for every type of person. Adventurers, those who like to enjoy their beds in the morning, and even police dogs. But of all these, there's a breed that no one can resist because of its cuteness. I doubt you never felt like squeezing a Chihuahua. They're usually very sweet and affectionate and are perfect for anyone. Even though they're very small animals, don't be fooled as they're capable of unbelievable things. The brain of these little ones works a little differently than the others. This makes them very intelligent and highly trainable. These little puppies are also known to be fierce when needed. Despite being small, these little animals never hesitate and fight anyone who threatens them or the ones they love, like their owners, for example. And our protagonist today is not different. Melissa was a mother of 2 children who loved animals. They never missed an opportunity to ask for a pet. At first, Melissa didn't like the idea very much because having animals requires responsibility, but as time went by, the woman started to think that it wouldn't be that bad. Maybe it'd be a good opportunity to teach her children some things about life. Melissa was pondering whether she should buy or adopt a puppy for them, but fate had already decided for her and soon the woman would find out. On a seemingly ordinary day, Melissa got up to go to work. The road the woman took was always quite quiet, as there weren't many cars or people walking from one side to the other. There were only houses of people who probably had already gone to work too. But on that fateful day, one thing would make her heart almost stop in fright. As Melissa was driving calmly down the deserted street, something unexpected happened. Suddenly, something got in front of her vehicle and she had to brake sharply. What had happened? Had a child gotten in front of the car by accident? The woman quickly got out of the car to find out what was happening and if she'd hurt someone, but when she looked, she was surprised. There was a little dog ahead, so terrified that it couldn't even move. Melissa approached and saw that the animal had no leash and had probably been abandoned by someone some time ago, as it looked malnourished. On this day, the woman decided not to go to work. Instead, she took the little animal to the vet. The truth is that the dog was female and immediately received the unusual name of Pan in honor of the little dog that Melissa had when she was a child. What happened to the little Pan? At the end of the afternoon, all the family members were already at home, and the woman revealed that she had a big surprise for her children. When she showed Pan, the new member of the family, everyone got astonished because despite being a Chihuahua, it was docile to everyone. All that mattered to her was receiving lots of love and affection. But she didn't hesitate to fight when she felt that something was wrong. However, this had only happened once. It was really impressive how calm she was for a dog that breed. The arrival of the little dog only brought joy, but what no one knew is that Pan had a little surprise that would leave everyone worried and impressed. Was Pan sick? 1 month had passed since the arrival of the dog, and Melissa began to notice something strange, as Pan was gaining too much weight and seemed more tired every day. The woman thought it was nothing serious, but even so, she decided to take her to the vet just to check, but when she got there, she received unexpected news. Pan wasn't sick or anything. The truth is that the little dog was about to have some babies. Dogs of this breed have a maximum of 5 puppies, as they're very small, but this doesn't usually happen, and they usually only have 3. The vet suggested an ultrasound, and Melissa quickly agreed. It didn't take long for them to do the exams, but when the doctor saw what was inside Pan's belly, he was completely amazed. He could hardly believe it. The little dog was going to give birth to 5 puppies. But that wasn't good, as several complications could happen. Would Pan's puppies survive? The kids were very excited, but Melissa and her husband were worried. However, they promised each other that they'd do everything in their power to help little Pan's puppies. The more days passed, the more they were looking forward to the arrival of the new babies in the house. Up until that point, everything was apparently going well, but unfortunately, it wouldn't be that way for long. Soon, they discovered how much things can get out of hand in just a few hours. Pan was a small animal, and 5 puppies are a lot for Chihuahuas, but the little dog looked like she wouldn't stop growing. Her belly was so big that she got to the point where she couldn't get up anymore. She spent her days lying in her bed, getting as much support as possible from the whole family. Melissa even hired a woman to watch over Pan while they were away, as she was afraid that the day of delivery would come and there'd be no one to help her. Fortunately, that didn't happen, because when the little dog Pan finally went into labor, everyone was home. The night was cold and they soon called a 24-hour vet just to make sure nothing bad would happen. But the doctor recommended that they stay at home where the dog felt safer and more comfortable, and so they did. But it wouldn't take long for everything to get out of hand. Would Pan and her puppies be okay? When the first puppy was born and everyone saw that it was fine, the children celebrated like never before, because apparently everything was going to be all right. The second baby was born, and then the third. Until that moment, everything was going as planned. Melissa took care of everything the whole time, always with the help of a vet, of course. It took some time, but finally the fifth puppy was born. The whole family was relieved to know that everything worked out. But what they didn't know is that it didn't end there. They made room for Pan to get comfortable with her puppies. But Melissa went to put on some clean clothes, and at that moment she noticed that a sixth pup was about to be born. It didn't seem possible, but it was the purest truth. 6 puppies were a lot for such a small dog. But despite the size, Pan was able to do an incredible feat, as the vet had only seen 5 puppies in her belly during the ultrasound. But 10 babies were born in total. You didn't hear wrong. In the end, Melissa had 10 Chihuahua puppies, and even more amazing, they were all very well and healthy. How is it possible that no one suspected this? Well, we've never had a good explanation for this. The important thing is that Pan and her 10 puppies were fine, as if nothing big had happened. Of course, after this unique feat, the little dog must have broken the record for the most puppies for one Chihuahua. It was a big surprise for the family, but no one complained, because now they'd have 10 times more affection. Watch also the story of this mother who gave birth to black triplets, but when the father looked closely, he burst into tears. Click and watch right now.